It has been a wonderful 2016. Kinda, sorta. For games, that is. Not anything else. I have put together my list of games that I want to play but haven't played of 2016, and this is the video that highlights those games. We've got games that I haven't played from PC, some console games. I thought about putting out VR games and writing a couple of those on the list, but that is an entirely bigger mountain to cross, and I think we'll skip that until I get a better PC and or afford VR, because holy shit, that's a lot of money to get some not to prototypes, but that's a lot of money to put in for a lot of tech demos. Some good games in there, but a lot of tech demos, so I'm gonna give that another year to meld into whatever it is. But that's not this year. That's next year. Years are confusing. This year, we have our top... Well, we'll get to the top list in a minute, but what we should start with is the honorable mentions / rehashes from last year. These are the games that I put on the list last year and have gotten to play. So, without further ado, let's get into those. On games I have played, we have Mordheim, City of the Damned. Now, this was a almost mix of XCOM and Blood Bowl in the Warhammer verse. I got to play it, I got to have it, and I got to love it. It is... Oh, I got my Skaven team, because it's Skavens all the way for me, baby. And they are murderers. They are wonderful, wonderful murderers, and I love that game. There are problems with that game, which make it so I can't put it on my top 5 list. Other things kind of edged it out. But that doesn't mean I still didn't love it. I have utmost love for the whole, I'm gonna ambush this person because they don't know I'm there, and then just the Skaven mass take apart somebody, and then you get fucked when you realize, oh crap, I'm out in the open and there are like 3 other people right over there that are gonna kill me. It's a great game, and if you are a Warhammer fan, it is a pretty damn good purchase. And if you also like those turn-based strategies where your people can die horribly, horribly quickly, it's a good game too, for that as well. Next on the list is LEGO Worlds. Now, I wanted LEGO Worlds to be the perfect LEGO game. I wanted it to have... I've explained this last year, but I wanted it to have every single piece of LEGO. Every brick, every texture, every little piece that was in every LEGO up until now, and possibly to future. That is not what LEGO Worlds is. It is a building game, but to a more blocky, voxel-based thing. I wanted to make spaceships, and the most you can do in that game is build a mansion fit for a king. Now that's really, really good, and I do enjoy the game. I'm just a little disappointed that even though it's coming out of early access soon, I'm not going to be able to do the series that I wanted to do with it. And being that I'm probably not going to be able to, no spoilers here, I wanted to take every LEGO manual I have in my closet here, in my LEGO box. I have the big book of the big container of manuals, and I'm realizing my chair is turning, for no goddamn good reason. I wanted to take my big container of manuals and just randomly pick one and build it in the game. That's what I wanted to do. And so that I have the miniature right here, the miniature right there. It would have been great. Can I do that? No, because I have some really odd stuff, and they require specific blocks. And in fairness, they do exist in the game, you just can't build with them. There are some good pieces in there, but you can't take them and build them. It's more of a mansion thing, like I said. Still a great game, still going to enjoy playing that, and if I have some sort of architectural idea for a Let's Play, maybe I'll bring that up. But a little disappointed, still had some good fun with it. Finally, on the list of the rehashes, we have some Overwatch. I got into the open beta and a little bit of some open weekends around whenever they happened. And I like the game. I truly do. I like the fact that we're characters. The characters are great. And I got skills. I can memorize the skills really easily. I know what I'm good for. I know what I can and can't do. And I like switching between characters. The game is great. My computer hates it. Weirdly hates it. For a strange thing. I can play it fine. Game runs smoothly. Textures and menus are crap. If I had the mind to remember to take some screenshots, I would have shown you that the menus look terrible, thanks to Hal. Thanks, Hal. When choosing a hero, there are no portraits. When playing the game, I see, the quick buttons of Q and E and special abilities. No telling me what they are, though. I have to know ahead of time. When I'm picking character, I can't see what my team has picked. It's a little difficult to play that game when you don't know what your team is picking. So yeah, I'm probably going to pick that up when Hal gets an upgrade or something. But I still did enjoy the game, and I guess that ends the rehashes. On to the actual list. So, the list of games that I have not played but really, really want to is actually really big this year. Same as the choices I made for my top 5 games. I had a really, really big list. I wrote down every single game that I either played or wanted to play this year, and the system works really, really well. I had a really nice selection of things to pick for my lists this year. And I'm probably going to do it for next year, too. I'm going to start a new page, write down what games... Lights are going away. Write down what games I'm interested in and what stuff I've played and haven't played and whatnot. That's a good system. That's a very good system, and I'm glad I figured it out. And the system brought me a lot of games that I've wanted to play this year and haven't played. Unfortunately, as I wrote down all of these things, in the moment, I really want to play that. I really want to play that. When writing the list for this year's endgame here, I really didn't know what to pick. Not because I didn't want to play them, but because there was a weird emotional lack of wanting to put them on a list. Weird as it sounds, I have about maybe 20 games here. And I've put down 5 as games for this list. Honorable mentions that go are, let's see, we have a couple strange horror games. I never pick horror games, but there's a Call of Cthulhu game that's coming out, and it looks great, along with Cursed Forest. Which that's like a thing I saw. I was like, oh, that's a horror game I can get behind. Now it's like, oh, okay. Glad I put it on the list so I can remember it, but nothing. We've got Sea of Thieves and For Honor. That stuff was from E3 this year. Those looked really fun. Don't really want to put them on the list for whatever reason I chose. Lots and lots of things. And all of them seeming to be really, really fun. But the list I put together is kind of short. So I think next year I'm going to forego the numbers and just kind of spout names. I think that's what I'm going to do. But for this year, we still have a list. So, in our 5 slot, we have Nihon. It sounds Mexican, but it's not. It's actually Chinese or Japanese. It is a, I believe, PlayStation exclusive. I forgot to do research before I started this video, but let's go off memory here. It's a really, really brutal type of game, almost like Dark Souls is, but less forgiving. And yeah, no, there's a less forgiving game than Dark Souls. Yeah, it's Nihon. The aesthetic looks beautiful. The combat system is spot on, and it just appeals to me really well. It's the fast-moving, Bloodborne-esque type combat, but it's also precision-based, so you have to be really, really quick in order to get the person killed, but you have to be careful while doing so, because you'll get everyone else that's around you to kill you, and groups of people that you are fighting are not... You can't do it. You're fucked if you get, like, more than 3 people fighting you. I think it's great. So an element of stealth is also necessary. I think it looks amazing. Probably never going to get to play it, being that it's on a console, but whew, that one looked really, really fun. Number 4 was a toss-up between 3 games. I had Sultan Sanctuary, Death's Gambit, and Eater. I don't know how to pronounce that one. They're all similar in their own way. They are 2D, Dark Souls-esque permadeath games. I've had a really, really good kick of Dark Souls-esque games this year, because Dark Souls 3 was, it came out this year. It was really, really good. Expect that on the next list. But the game I picked for number 4 was Eater, or Ether, or EITR, all capitals. Don't know how to pronounce that, but that's the game I picked. Why? Well, where Sultan Sanctuary is 2D, grimy, more like Dark Souls, I wanted something different. I wanted it to not look so Dark Souls. I want it to look different. Do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Which then goes into Death's Gambit. But I've heard from people that have played that, it's good, but not the quality I'm looking for, kind of thing. But it's very colorful. Very, very colorful. Ergo, we go to number 4, Ether, whatever. It has the color, but it's also dreary. It has the 2D, but it's also up and down dimensions. It's a 2D, but it's not flat, plain platformer 2D kind of deal. If you don't know what it is, I've already spelled it for you, so go look it up. The combat system looks beautiful. Everything looks beautiful. I really, really am excited for whenever that comes out. I don't know when it's coming out. It's been developed for, I think, more than this year. But this is the year I found out about it, so that's why it's on the list. Hopefully next year it comes out. If it does, I'm getting it. And I probably will do it on the channel, because I love that kind of stuff on this channel. But yeah, number 4, Eater. As I change the lighting a little bit, we go on to number 3, Divinity Original Sin 2. Yeah, I'm an insane person. I don't know if you've... Well, not medically, but something's wrong in there. I don't know if you realized, but I've spent almost 4 years playing Divinity Original Sin on this channel, and recently I finished it. It's like 191 episodes. All of them either 20 to half an hour to maybe even 45 minutes long. That took a long time to play. It also took me 2 games to play, because after the classic version, I was given the enhanced version for free, and I'm like, okay, let's play that. I've got 40-something hours in classic, let's move that over and do that. That was an ordeal. But I had fun with it. So much fun that I want to play Original Sin 2. Whenever that comes out of early access, I will probably jump on it and take another few years to complete it. But not now. No. No. We need a break. I need a break from all that reading. I need a break. But that is where number 3 is now. It's actually why it's number 3, because of the feeling of, I want to play this game, but I don't want to play it that much that quickly. So yeah, that is number 3. On the number 2 spot is a number 2 itself. XCOM 2, to be exact. Now, I have played XCOM, the Enemy Unknown. XCOM Enemy Unknown. The newest, the second to newest one. The one that this is sequel to. I have it because I got it for free when pre-purchasing Bioshock Infinite. That was like the pre-purchase goals or something. I'm happy I got it because I've been playing it, and I really, really enjoy it. So much so that I want XCOM 2. I've seen videos of that, and it's people have played it. The people that have played it are saying it is better than XCOM Enemy Unknown. And XCOM Enemy Unknown is really, really good. So for good, in fact, it's on my top 5 list of games I have played this year. Go to that video. That's not out technically now when this video is out, but by the time you've watched it, it's probably out. Editing is confusing. But yeah, no, I want to play Enemy Unknown 2. The idea is great. The game is great. The more in-depth stuff is, shall I say, great. It is definitely going to be a permadeath on the channel when I get the hang of it and I get to play it. But as of right now, it is staying at the number 2 spot very, very sturdily. I don't know what it is about the number 1 spot, but, well, maybe this list in general, but every year there is something I am surprised about. There is something I'm surprised that I want to play, and this year's number 1 spot is Final Fantasy 15. I've never played a Final Fantasy game before, nor have I really wanted to. My Final Fantasy, when I was growing up, was this. Golden Sun. Okay? That was my JRPG of choice, and I have all 3. Golden Sun, Lost Sun, and Dark Dawn. Lost Age. It's written on that poster right there. I loved those games, and that is the JRPG I knew, but I was young, and I had a lot of time on my hands. So when I get older, I'm not going to sink in 16 to 20 plus hours on, like, Final Fantasy VI. I already know how that goes. Don't really want to play it. Final Fantasy 15, however, is more my style. It's got the open world stuff that I love. It's got the questing that you can or can't or not needed to do. It's got little touches, like the photography. I love that. I love that little touch. It's got the minute leveling stuff. It's got the beautiful thematic stuff. It's just got a good game behind it. Fuck the story. I mean, the story is good, but I don't care about the story. The game itself is what I want to play, not the story. I want to go fishing, and just go fishing. I want to go rock climbing, and just go rock climbing. I want to drive, just because I can drive. And that's why I wanted to play 15. Will I ever get to play it? Probably not, unless it goes to PC, like Bloodborne, or any of the other games that are console-based on any of these lists. I'll probably never play them, but god damn it, I really, really want to play it. So, that has been the list of games I really, really wanted to play, but never got around to of 2016. In rehash, if you haven't remembered. Let's go over that list again. Number 5 was Nioh. Number 4, I almost said 6. Number 4 is Eater. Number 3, Original Sin 2. Number 2, XCOM 2. And number 1, Final Fantasy 15. I'm hoping I get to play one of those games, or more, next year. Even the 20-odd games that I've written down that didn't go on the list, I hope I get to play. But, time will tell. Also, to make a continuing joke, not funny, but still appropriate, Hellraid? That's probably never coming out. So, yay. I'm still going to mention it next year, but, you know, that joke's probably dead now. And game. Sad face.